I just wanted to share my updates. I've been active on social media for the past few months. I try to post often, especially short videos where I spoke about my experience with psychopath ex-boyfriend. I've dated a lot of psychopaths of both genders, men and women, and I've been going for years to psychologists, to coaches, for therapy, for sessions, and I was telling them my story one on one. And because I was doing it for so long, it helped me to finally get rid of the shame that I was carrying inside and started to talk publicly about my horrible experiences with dating these toxic people. Again, psychopaths can be a man or a woman, both genders. And when I finally started to speak publicly about my experience, it was another level of therapy for myself. I did it for myself because as more I speak about it, as more freely I become. I don't have to hold inside all this negative experience. I can just talk about it and it makes me feel much better. I don't feel as much pain anymore and heartache and disappointments, especially disappointment with my choices. I was very harsh on myself for years. I asked myself all the time, why did I do this? Why did I choose these people, these toxic people who destroyed completely my life, my relationships with other people, with my friends, with my family members? I was very harsh on myself and it didn't do anything good to my soul, to my spirit. It only made me feel worse. So I started therapy a long time ago and I requested help from so many professionals, so many psychologists from different countries and so many coaches, people who has no diploma in psychology but who had the same experience as me with psychopath. They just listened to my story and it made me feel much better. I remember speaking for the first time with a psychopathic abuse coach from the States. And I remember how difficult it was for me just to speak up about horrible things that psychopath did to me. I remember I was choking with these words. Words were stuck in my throat. I felt shame. I felt embarrassment. All these negative feelings. And what did I see? That psychopathic abuse coach, he didn't judge me. He just listened. And he understood. He understood me much better than psychologists who had diplomas but who had no real life experience with these demons. Because psychopaths, they are demons. They are possessed. They are not normal human beings like you and me. And psychopathic abuse coach, he just listened, carefully listened to me. He didn't interrupt. He didn't say anything. He just listened. And that helped me a lot. As more I spoke to him, as more better I started to feel, and he encouraged me to move to another place, because at that time I lived in my home where all these negative events with my psychopath ex-boyfriend happened, and I was in danger, and he encouraged me to move out of that city far away. And I did that. It took me a year to save financial resources, to build up courage to move to totally different city, far away from that place where I was so depressed and unhappy and broken. So after years of being in therapy, after many hours of coaching, of therapy with my psychologists, I started to come out publicly and speaking about my experience with the psychopath ex-boyfriend who tried to take my life. And only because of grace of God, I'm alive here and I'm breathing. Psychopath wanted to end me. And God intervened. God stepped up, took psychopath and threw him away from me, saving my life. So now I can serve to other people, especially women. Women are very vulnerable because of our status in society. For women, it's very difficult to get a good paying job. Even nowadays, women still struggle with jobs, with good paying jobs. And also, besides financial side, women struggle with the physical power. Many women are weak, physically weak. We're not built to fight these psycho men who are strong, who has muscles. Hold on 1 second. I have something on my stove. Hold on. I'm back. So basically, we're not built, women not built to fight. And psychopaths, they love to fight. They love to attack women. They love to have control over someone who is less powerful, physically less powerful than they are. My psychopath, he attacked me a few times, and it was horrible because he was much more powerful than I was. And trust me, I'm not a weak person. I at that point already had experience in martial arts. I knew some tricks. I knew some punches and kicks, but I couldn't use it on him because he was taller than me and he was more powerful than me. I couldn't fight him, and also because I was already broken. He got me to the point where I had no energy. He drained my energy. So without God, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you. I would be dead right now. Only because of God, of higher power, because of angels, army of angels, I was saved and I'm here today. and I'm passing my experience to a next person who needs to hear my experience, because not everyone had gone through extreme abuse. And I was abused in any way possible. I was publicly humiliated by him, by my psycho ex. I was publicly raped by him, assaulted, beaten in public. It was very horrible experience, but finally I can talk about it and feel no shame, because I finally realized it was not my fault. And many women who just got out of toxic, abusive relationships, they blame themselves. They think that something wrong with them. And I want to show them that I was in the same shoes. I was blaming myself. And this is a part of healing journey, to understand that there is nothing wrong with victims, with us. Psychopath can attack anyone who has good heart and resources. Psychopaths, they're lazy, they want to use other people's resources. So it was not your fault if psychopath has chosen you. He chose you because you had something valuable to offer. That's it. So to stop blaming yourself is a very huge step in a healing journey. And today is a milestone, because I've reached out with my message to so many women, and they started to send me their stories, sharing with me their pain, and our stories are the same. They sound the same. The only difference is our age, our cities, our locations. And these women are located all over the world. In different countries, they speak different language. Some women send me message using translators because they don't speak English. But their story very similar to mine, and I'm so happy that I'm a part of this community of former victims of psychopathic abuse, and I'm proud that I was able to come out from my shame and started to talk about what had happened to me, what psychopath did to me, because the same thing happened and right now is happening to so many other women around the world, in different countries, in different cultures. I just want to thank everyone who's watching me. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, because your support gave me courage to speak up and to continue speaking up. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you all women who watch me, and men too, because many men reached out to me as well. Some men even want to participate in my upcoming retreats for women, and I can't discriminate. If a man was a victim of psychopathic woman, how can I discriminate him? I was a victim of psychopath woman as well when I was in same-sex relationship. So I know that women are psychopaths too. Not all, but some of women are. Some of women are evil, are demonic. So I can discriminate men who reached out for help and asked to participate in my retreats. I said, why not? But the problem is that the man is located in very, very distant location in Australia. So he told me that he was going to see how much airplane tickets cost, because right now, oh my gosh, guys, I don't know if you check the prices for air flights. They went up because I recently bought airplane tickets from Madeira to Hungary, Budapest, and it was like almost $300. It's very expensive. Prices went up. So let's see how it goes, and many people are interested in these retreats for victims of abuse, and I'm so happy because honestly I didn't know if someone would be even interested, but once I started to speak about psychopathic abuse, my experience with my psychopathic boyfriend, more and more people started to reach out, to support, to say very kind words, to encourage me, and also many people show interest in my retreats, upcoming retreats, which will be in October of this year in Tenerife and Madeira. And I'm so grateful for all of this support, because we are all one community. And I want to support people in the similar situation that I was few years ago, and I was totally broken. I didn't know how to get up from my knees, how to move forward with my life. But now I feel much better because I feel support. I feel support from all of you. I see someone join the live stream. Can you please introduce yourself and say hello? What's your name? And where you from? Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for supporting. And I just want to tell you that your stories touch my heart, because some women, they got kids. They got kids and they have to deal with their boyfriends. Boyfriends who was psychopath. They broke up and these exes couldn't move on. Stalking, danger, feeling not safe. This is the problem that women deal with right now. Safety is the number one concern, because how can you be at peace, how you can enjoy life if your ex is lurking somewhere around, if your ex, who is psychopath, who's totally crazy and demonic, and he knows your location? How can you be safe? How you can feel at peace? How can you sleep at night knowing that your kid is in danger? This is really problematic situation, and women, they reach out to me, they share their story and their pain, and I totally support them. And I pray for all of you, for all victims of psychopathic abuse. May God bless you, may God heal you completely and put you in a very safe environment, in safe place where no psychopath can ever reach you again. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for today, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support and your kind words. Have a great, amazing day. Bye, guys.